I'm J-Man, and this is Scarecrows. Okay, so Scarecrows is actually one of my favorite horror movies. I probably say that for every horror movie that I review, but it is actually one of the better ones. It's a low-budget movie, not to be confused with Night of the Scarecrow, which is about a warlock trapped in a scarecrow's body. That's a good movie too. Scarecrows, this is the DVD of it. I actually had this on VHS as well. It's one of these movies that I kind of just found by accident. There was a video store. They used to have 5 movies for $5 for 5 days. So I would just go and rent like any horror movie I could find and literally just base it on the cover. And the cover for this was like a scarecrow, and he looked kind of creepy, and I love scarecrows, so I thought, let's check it out. Turned out it was one awesome low-budget horror movie. The storyline is there's these ex-military criminals. They stole a bunch of money, whatever it is. It's like a few $1,000,000. And they hijack a plane with this guy and his daughter, and they force the man to get them out of there. And then one of the criminals decides to steal the money for himself, so he pushes the money out of the airplane. He parachutes out of the airplane, throws a grenade in there, and he thinks he's all good. Of course, they manage to get rid of the grenade or whatever, and then they're okay. So they land the plane, and they're tracking their buddy down who betrayed them. Now, they've landed in a kind of a farmer's field, and there's a bunch of scarecrows there. And they find this, kind of farmhouse. It's very Texas Chainsaw-ish. It's not as creepy as that, though, the house, I mean, but it is a little weird. It's deserted. You don't know what's going on. There's a picture of these, 3 guys, whether they're brothers or father and sons or whatever, called the Fowlers. And basically, they're just trying to find their friend. And in the meantime, they're communicating with them through their little, walkie-talkies or whatever. And it's kind of neat because they keep talking back and forth and like, oh, we're going to get you, and you try to screw us, and we're going to find you and kill you, and, blah, blah, blah. In the meantime, there's these scarecrows around, which obviously are, either the ghosts of those farmers, or it just could be an evil spirit that, takes the form of the scarecrows. It's not really explained, which I like. I don't like when everything is explained to, to the nth degree, and you're like, well, why am I even bothering this when, when a movie explains everything, you're basically sitting there saying, okay, just tell me a story, right? Which I could just tell you face to face instead of spending money on a movie. So this one's pretty good. There's some good creepy moments for sure. There's a part where the guy's looking through a scope trying to find out where the guy is, and he kind of like goes right to a scarecrow's face, and it's like, oh, it's like this, weird looking scarecrow mouth and everything. He's like, taken back, and he's like, whoa. So there's these scarecrows out there, and they're going to kill these guys. This DVD is the unrated one, which I think is probably the only one you can find. It's good. There's some good gore bits in there. Nothing too radical, really. I mean, it's more based on just like creepiness and just sort of like atmosphere, which you don't see a lot of movies do that much anymore. Mostly they all look cool and they're polished and they've got a lot of gore, but sort of just the eeriness is missing. Well, that's where this movie comes in, man, because it's really cool just following these guys in this field, and you don't know what the heck is going on. They don't know what's going on. So you're kind of right there with them, and it's actually, really effective. And it's not on a low budget, but you didn't really need a big budget to tell this story. The storyline is, it's pretty good. It's simple. It's the point. It's effective. That's the point of horror movies. It's creepy moments. There's a couple good scares in there. And I think if you haven't seen or heard of Scarecrows, you should definitely check it out. This DVD is like $5 or something. So it's like super affordable to get. If you're kind of looking for something a little bit out of the ordinary and you want to see something that's a little bit more, 80s style horror with, creepy and atmospheric elements, then definitely check out Scarecrows. And I think you're going to really enjoy it. Until next time.